Oh man, back for season 6. Where does the time go? This is COFOH Live Undead. I am your host, Daniel Crosier, and I am joined by the amazing Ryan McClellan and Joseph Newman. Oh, man! You write something on my face. Ryan, Joseph, how are you guys?
Doing well, doing well. How are you tonight?
Good. Thanks for coming on the show. You guys, Ryan, Joseph, you work with 13th Floor. You work for 13th Floor. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What it's like to work on the 13th Floor haunted house, and all the cool things that you guys are into. Yeah, Ryan, can we start with you?
Yeah. My name's Ryan McClellan. I am the production manager here at 13th Floor Denver, and I work for the company 13th Floor Entertainment Group, we are a part here in Denver of a much larger kind of entity and a much bigger group of haunted houses that our entertainment group runs and operates throughout the company or throughout the United States. So me here as the production manager, I get to do a lot of pretty cool, fun stuff throughout the day. Not every day. I mean, I won't say every day is awesome and fruit and awesome stuff, but there's a lot of cool. I get to design, on a minute level. Like sometimes there's ideas and things that come to us from above us. There's a whole creative design team that works with the company, which is awesome resource. Like us people on the ground always aren't and can't keep up with the constant change of events that we do here and the constant kind of ball rolling from event to event here. So with that being said, though, we have fun. Like, I mean, just today I was making, for our Love Bites event, some impaled, skeleton, cool, just fun stuff like that. We just kind of decide to do sometimes on the fly. Like, we need something here. We've got these things laying around. Let's just reassemble them, reuse them in a different way, nice. And, so that's kind of what I was doing today. So there's a lot of, just kind of designing the shows, like the actual kind of where the scares are coming from, what those kind of look like. I could go on for hours on kind of what we do, but kind of in a wrapped up package, that's a big part of my job, and then executing that, building that, ordering things on Amazon constantly, that kind of stuff. There's a constant need for things. It's a lot, but really cool and rewarding when you see the people come through and enjoy your hard work.
That's awesome. Yeah. Joseph, talk to us a little bit about what you do.
So yes, hi, I'm Joseph. I'm Joseph Newman. I'm the wardrobe manager here. I'm not fully with like the NAP company. I just stay here at the Denver location and make all of the costumes and help with props and sometimes set work as well. But I'm working here. I get to do so many cool things. Like, I literally just get to come up with an idea with Ryan, and then we'll just make an entire monster out of nothing.
Wow,
and it's really cool and fun.
That's pretty awesome. You guys obviously have a huge run when it comes to Halloween. For like going into like pre-production, when does something like that start for you guys?
Well, right now we're actually in the heart of sort of talking through themes for the season.
Nice.
Compiling ideas. Like each location kind of compiles, their thoughts and needs and wants of maybe what what themes they think could work in their houses, and then those are kind of sent off to an above source, that then, they look at those ideas, they're looking at budgets, all these things that kind of play into every situation or every decision we make when it comes to theming. So yeah, like right now we're right in the middle of that. I can't actually talk about those themes and things, that's
Right.
pretty, we do like to keep those secret until the absolute moment we want people to know about them, so
Yeah.
but no, there's some fun ideas rolling around right now, and but yeah, no, that's going on literally like this week and last week, and so we're starting thinking for season next year, right in the middle of us getting ready for our Love Bites event that's coming up in February.
That's right. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, because that centers around Valentine's Day.
You want to talk a little bit about the theme?
Sure.
Yeah.
So this year we're doing an 80s theme. We like to do an 80s theme, like every couple of years we do an 80s theme. Sometimes we double it. Because the 80s is a really good time to do bold characters of vampires and familiars, and you can really do a good difference between what they look like. But during this time period, we like to show the feud between humans and vampires. And you're working alongside familiars, which are humans that are working with the vampires, but they're against the vampires. And you guys are trying to defeat all vampires by killing them, repelling them with garlic, and trying not to die while walking through an amazing show.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
It's pretty cool.
And like for this show, we also bring in, well, not bring in, but we like to change the path, right? It's just how we present our sets to people, coming from a different direction or from the side, or just completely changing where you might go in or come out, or
Yeah.
So this event, more than some of our others, we do play with the flow and how, where we take you and how, so this event is kind of fun. We were just kind of, I kind of had to go back and think about some things we had already kind of plan, and I just kind of was like, okay, that's not going to work. So actually I had to go back to just this morning and kind of reconfigure how the customer is going to go through the show. So it's it's ever changing, and good thing we made that decision with a month out and not a week before show. You know what I mean? So we had time to sort of correct it,
You got to keep them, pretty surprised, not really, anticipating, kind of off, off balance, or so to speak, not anticipating where those scares are going to come. And,
exactly.
And everything like
Even
that.
if it's the same scare point, you might be coming from the same side of the room, from the same actor pocket.
Right.
You if you bring the customer up to that point from a different angle or different direction, you might surprise the hardcores that have seen that spot 10 times, but now it's a little different. There was a new blind spot or something that was, just feels different.
Yeah.
It's very easy to disorient you by changing the path, which is why it's a more intense event.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. When you describe like vampires and familiars and stuff, suddenly like visually I just kind of go back to like Tony Scott's The Hunger with like Susan Sarandon and David Bowie, something very kind of stylish with playing off a lot of those themes.
Yeah, very Lost Boys. We definitely that movie gets brought up a lot. We use that as definitely we watch it this time of year.
Nice.
Go back and check it out again.
Nice. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Lost Boys. Such a great 80s vampire movie, but just such a good vampire movie for any age.
The costume was really good in that. That movie,
Yeah.
you know, we definitely pull costuming from that movie a little bit. They're just ideas and just kind of the vibe, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've got an actor in there that looks like Kiefer Sutherland.
We could probably work something out.
Yeah, probably.
We could probably make him look like Kiefer somehow. He can. Yeah, we'll do something.
There you go.
He actually gets in there next too. He's a real good actor too. He gets in there and plays after he gets everyone in their costume in place, and you know, making sure they're looking good. And he gets in there and drops it. Yeah.
Nice.
Very fun.
When you guys get going on this, do you guys have to go through like a number of like rehearsals and trial runs to really work out, you know, some of the bugs?
So yeah, they're not as many as you would think or that we might want, but how we combat that is we really try and retain our stuff, right? We try, you know, it's hard to retain your staff from year to year and get the returning people, you know, but we do our darndest, and that plays into that, you know. If we get, you know, 50-60% returning staff, you know, then, you know, we probably don't need 3 nights training. You know, let's get 1 night in there. You're going to have someone next to you that's probably been here a season or 2, you know, where, you know, if our managers don't have hands on you at all times, we've got someone near you and by you that knows the game, you know, and knows how we do things, and you know.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, kind of going back to like how you guys got your start. You know, can you talk a little bit about you know, what your interests in horror was kind of growing up, and you know, creatively what your path was? Joseph, can we start with you?
Yeah. So I did not like horror at all as a child. I was very afraid of it. I tried watching Goosebumps before I was 13. It's PG-13 movie series. And I did not like that. So I was actually very afraid of everything horror for like a really long time, until I got to like middle school, and on YouTube I discovered home haunts and like garage haunts. And I thought that was such an interesting thing that people would do. And so I was like, I'm going to try doing this.
Yeah.
So then from like middle school all the way through high school, I did garage haunts and like made my entire garage into like a mansion or a hotel or whatever.
Sweet.
And like make storylines and fun things like that. And then I was like, when I got out of high school, I was like, I don't know what to do. So I decided maybe I should audition and do like haunted houses. And then I ended up here making costumes, which is what I loved doing in my own garage haunts as well.
Oh my God, that's so fun. That's so cool. Oh.
Then I'll add a little tidbit to his kind of how he worked his way up here. So he did come in as kind of just an actor, and then how he got in on the costuming side is, and it was a position we had never had, and it was like a position we don't have. And we just like made room for it because he was so good at it. He was just doing straight wigs. He was doing hair. He was just doing our hair and wigs and just, you know, and I saw a potential in him, and I was like, I mean, that's good, dude. What can you do, you know, with the full costume and the rest of, you know, the rest of the look, you know? And that was, to me, I remember that moment specifically, like recognizing him as like, you know, let's work with him and like not just have him act here.
Right.
You know, so pretty cool. Yeah.
That's cool. So, you know, so Joseph, you get to wear a lot of different hats, you know, when it comes to productions.
He does. He's you know, he's the costume manager, but on the production side, I use him for things. He's very talented in other areas, and I trust him. So yeah, he's pretty good dude. Yeah, pretty talented.
That's cool. That's cool. Ryan, how about you? How did you get into, you know, this business?
Kind of, I mean, a little bit of the same. I mean, I started out with my family doing a home haunt in Loveland. You know, I'm 5-6 years old, so I've been in this industry and around haunts for over 35 years now. So I kind of, you know, we grew up, me and my family doing haunts, and then it's been 18 years ago now. Me and my family started and operated City of the Dead, that operated in Denver here. You know, and before there, I did some like charity haunts and things in Fort Collins, Loveland area, some smaller things. But then when we branched out to Denver and did City of the Dead, is kind of where I, started doing this full time, and this was, I quit, my other job, and this was my focus as my career. So then, we sold City of the Dead actually to 13th Floor, and I stayed on with the company and just loved it. And just, we knew we made the right decision when it happened, and I loved my position here and still love, it's a cool place to come work every day. Here I am, it started in my front yard, and now I get to do it with that probably the coolest company there is as far as haunted house companies go, man. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. It sounds like such a fun thing to really participate in and make your career. So many people think about horror films and horror novels and stuff, but I would argue that some like Colorado specifically has just the biggest and most haunted houses, in relationship to the population here in this state, and they're so cool and so fun and imaginative. It's got to be just such a kick in the pants to be able to go to this every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's you got to pinch yourself every once in a while, but at the same time, you're walking into like a warehouse building, right? I mean, it's not like but yeah, I mean, doing the cool things we get to do, man, and like for me, I get a kick out of when I tell people that this is what I do and I've turned it into a career, and they're like, "What? That's like, are you kidding me? That's really cool." Like how, because that opportunity isn't just widespread across the industry. It is hard to kind of break in at a full-time kind of thing, and again, which is what makes this company awesome, and those positions aren't like, in abundance, you know what I mean? I mean, we have a very tight knit, pretty small crew that actually does produce and produce the shows here, on this level, but we do have some very big shows across the country that have, and some of it depends on, some of it's just like set up takedown scenarios, that aren't permanent locations. So you bring in big crews, big labor staff, to get those, assembled quick, because some of the places we're at, I mean, our Shacktoberfest event is really cool. It's at the Queen Mary in Santa Cruz, California.
That's
a really cool event, and that's like in conjunction with Shaquille O'Neal, and but that's like an assembled setup takedown. So there's like a very strict timeline on strike and setup.
Yeah.
So which is cool. Like we've had to do haunted houses in many different ways.
Nice.
So and learn the different ways to just do haunted houses. Set up takedowns and permanents, and and our Magic of the Jack-O-Lantern events that we do are at, we do one here in Denver at Hudson Gardens that has been awesomely very successful, very cool. Like it's a really neat event. So that's another thing that we even get to play on a little bit. I mean, there's kind of a crew and a staff for that, but us on the production, we get to do a little bit of that too for our Glow Pumpkin event. So pretty cool.
That's cool. With like managing the production, like what's your favorite part? Is it just like building the props, coming up with the concepts, organizing, the flow, or is it just like, stuff like, oh yeah, plain blood and guts?
I mean, you could wrap that all up in a cute little ball and say all of it, man. But
all of it. Nice.
Those are the things I get to do. But really, man, at the end of the day, I love when I come up with a good idea.
Yeah.
And it like makes me kind of get the chills a little bit, because I've been doing this a long time and I've seen a lot. So for me, like where I get a kick is when I have a cool idea and I execute it.
Nice.
Or someone comes to me with a cool idea and I'm like, you know, they're like, you know, you think you could make this work or whatever, or build this, or, you know, and if I can, I tell them, yeah, if I can, I mean, I can't do everything, you know, no way. I mean, anything. And that's fun. That's a fun part about our job is we're constantly having to kind of relearn things on the fly and learn things on the fly, you know, like we don't do the same thing every day. Like there's not a whole lot of monotony and kind of repetition here. I mean, seasons sometimes will get that way, you know, just because you're wash and repeat every night, you know, kind of thing. But you're still thinking of better ways to, you know, you're watching it on the rooms, seeing how they're running, you know, you're seeing if it's working for one at the very base level, but like on top of that, you know, is that character developed? Is he looking good?
Right. Yeah. You know, with that too, and you're doing like these out of Halloween themed events like the Valentine Day one. You guys just came off of doing the Krampus events, and you have to come out of like Halloween. You have to just like kind of pivot on the dime and go into doing these other events. Or is there a little bit more breathing room for that?
From event to event, we kind of have like a couple of months, but typically like I personally, like when we're starting for Krampus, we're like building in like a couple of like a month or a month and a half before, but we're thinking about the ideas like literally the second we open for the main season of Halloween.
Okay.
Like I'm already brainstorming ideas, trying to think of things that would be cool to do in each area, thinking of cool new characters and that sort of thing way before anything actually starts to like happen.
Nice.
So then like the actual turnover of that. So that, you know, for me, it's typically me and maybe one other person that will go in. So season was done on a Sunday. I took that following Monday off and was here Tuesday getting ready for Krampus.
Oh, damn.
You know, just, it's, you know, and we needed that time, to be honest. And Krampus, and that some of that's self-inflicted, to be honest. I probably didn't have to be here that Tuesday. I probably could have waited till Wednesday. I probably could have taken 2 days, but, you know, there was a lot I was thinking about at that time, and I was really excited. Krampus to me and a lot of our staff is our favorite event, and we really we go above and beyond, I think, what is probably required for a Krampus event, knowing how fast that turnover is. So we are extremely proud of our Krampus event here, but that's what we do. You know, like I said, I took that Monday, started that Tuesday, and, you know, up until that showtime of Krampus, you know, and kind of the same thing here after Krampus, because we had so much to then take down, at least from season into Krampus. We're not take overlays and things and sets, but where Krampus, we're like overlaying entire sets and things and decorating all these things. So it's a lot we then have to take out before we even start the Valentine's event. You know, so actually the turnover from Krampus to Love Bites is a little tougher because there is so much that you just have to get out of there from Krampus.
Yeah. Much bigger sets, more grandiose.
Yeah. Just little props. And I mean, we have thousands of little Christmas trinkets that we just toss everywhere. We just puke Christmas everywhere. You know, I mean, it's
nice. So it does sound in keeping with the Christmas spirit, you know, just Christmas, you know, sprayed everywhere, vomited everywhere. I love it. That's awesome.
That's right.
But when it comes to like out of season events, you know, and we talked a little bit about this before we went live. Is there a holiday or a special day that you would love to see you guys tackle thematically?
You got
one? We were talking about St. Patrick's Day, and I think that the like thematicalness, like in the ways that it could be presented, is a very cool idea. I don't think that it would be hard to do it after Valentine's Day, though.
Right,
Definitely.
right.
One that I've honestly, right when you said that, I've thought about this before, but this just came into my head, man. 4th of July would be fun.
Ooh, cool.
And you could have burn victims everywhere.
Oh yeah, the fireworks.
Like fog blasts and like simulated explosions, that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
just riffing, like literally just now, that just came to mind. But
that's a good one.
That'd be fun.
Barbecue zombies, just all kinds of. They're the ants of the picnic.
That's right. There'd probably be some, our bar could do a play. There'd probably be some alcohol somewhere.
So that'd be a lot of fun. God, yeah. The amount of might want to do that outside because probably want to use like real fireworks.
We would have to come up with good simulations on that.
Yeah.
Right.
But they do sell those fake firecracker. They actually sell they sound just like firecrackers, but they're like a contained. They're a pretty popular haunted house prop.
Right.
You just get, but you can totally simulate firecrackers for sure.
Definitely.
Very easily.
Right. Yeah, you've seen like those choreographed drone performances and stuff with the lights and everything.
Awesome. Yeah.
Go technological and like have the drones go after people and stuff.
Damn, in the haunt even. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, that'd be pretty creepy. It's like
sure.
Skynet is over.
Yeah. We figured out I'm sure we could do it. We could probably figure it out.
Oh, that would be really cool. That's cool. I think that'd be a genius event. Man, that's cool. In terms of me myself, I'm such a monster guy. Is there like a creature that you guys have yet to create that you really want to delve into at some point?
Well, I mean, those kind of, we get a lot of, we have fun that comes up a lot here where we're like, gosh, I don't know that I've seen that character, is when we kind of meld two kind of creature types together. So like, for example, I meld like a clown vampire, or or like even a vampire zombie, and we've done weird plays like that before. And even on the Love Bites event, we're playing with a clown look, maybe, that's vampiric, so it's kind of cool, kind of fun, kind of different, but as far as, something that's, I wouldn't even know what to name him or how to explain him to you. I mean, I don't know. There's creatures that kind of go through my head a lot, but it's, I don't know. I'm not an artist that sits down and draws it. I got to sit down and sort of create it with latex and kind of hard materials like that.
Nice. So you're kind of the sculptor that just has to delve into the material.
A little bit, and I wouldn't even call myself a sculptor, but I'm good at kind of taking something that's already cool and combining it with other really cool stuff, or, I can make molds and sculpt, and I do that kind of stuff, but that stuff takes a lot of time. So like I prefer to buy something that we can doctor up and make real cool, or make our own, or, like that kind of stuff is fun for me. And Joseph kind of does that on the costuming side too. We'll kind of buy the cheaper thing and doctor it up and make it look like we spent some money on it.
Yeah.
Nice. It sounds like the two of you have a similar creative process then.
Honestly, we work really well together. Yeah, we work really well together, and that's all I could say. I mean, we bounce ideas off pretty good. Even today when he wasn't here at the building yet, I just gave him a random call because I wanted to bounce a little idea, because I was changing the flow of kind of how the customers were going through the haunt for this event, and I just wanted to bounce a quick little idea off him. So, we kind of think similar.
That's right. Yeah, I was gonna say the same
things. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. For the Valentine's Day event, do you guys know how ticketing's available right now. Can people buy tickets at the door too, or do they have to specifically get it online?
So yeah, you can always buy tickets at our box office. Online is sleeker and easier and all that, but we always have a box office. Yeah, so you can buy on our box office. We are open for that event, February 16th through February 16th through the 18th. And then, ticket prices on Friday and Saturday night start at $29.95, and then they start at $19.95 on Sunday.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. That's cool. And then I take it, after that, after you guys strike this event, you guys go into a little bit of a hibernation until it's Halloween time?
No, it's honestly, it's right into, for some of our staffs on our nationwide for our haunts, we go to Transworld, which is the big trade show for the haunt industry. And that's like, that's in March. So that, about a month after after Love Bites.
Yeah.
But in that time, we're thinking about, our budgets are kind of getting ready for the season so that we know how to prepare, how to spend money at Transworld.
Yeah.
And then with that, we've got to get our themes kind of nailed down, so that we can go into Transworld with educated buying power and, knowledge.
Yeah. For some of the people that are tuning in, can you talk a little bit about what Transworld is? It's a kind of a trade show, right?
You bet. Yeah. No, it's I don't want to say it's the largest. I think it is, but don't quote me on that. But it's a really big haunted house convention that takes place in St. Louis.
Nice.
And it's just kind of where, when I was a small time working for a small time haunt, it was like my Disneyland to go to Transworld, right? So if you're a haunter and you like anything horror, props related, mask, makeup, anything to do haunted houses.
Yeah.
It is just the biggest trade show floor of exactly that I've ever seen assembled, that you will see. It's just a really cool place, and all the top vendors in the industry will set up their props and all their products there, and it's all just laid out in front of us for us to just, I want that, I want that, I want that. It's like, it's a lot of cool stuff, and they bring all the cool animatronics and, and then there's seminars there. There's a lot of people in the industry with a lot of knowledge that, you can take seminars from and learn very specific, niches within, running and operating and producing and everything it takes to do a haunted house.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. Joseph, do you ever get to go to Transworld with Ryan?
Not yet. I hope to go soon. I probably might go this year. It's a really cool event. I watch videos about it every year. Cool. It looks like a lot of fun, but I probably will go soon.
Nice. We're just about out of time, but as fans, of haunts, in the area that you guys work, what growing up, Joseph, we know you had a hard time getting into the Goosebumps, but now can you go and catch like horror movies or read novels that really gravitate towards you?
Yeah, I love, me and the makeup manager works here. We her name's Macy. We love going to the theaters and seeing all the new horror movies. No matter which horror movie it is, we go to see it together because it's just entertaining to see what it is, no matter what, if it's good or bad. Because it could give you a good idea, even if it's just like the way someone throws a knife weird. Like it could spark some sort of idea. So I try to get inspiration from anything horror movie. And that's
cool. How about yourself, Ryan?
I'm a little different when it comes to, people who are kind of do my job and, do what I do. I don't watch a whole lot of horror movies. I sort of draw my inspiration mainly from what scares me, and kind of like real life horror, you know, drowning, like those kind of things. But other haunted houses, to be honest. I mean, I study the industry. I really like other haunted houses. I love what other people do, you know, and if there's a way to spin something, do something different, or even do like a nod, like do what they did, but, you know, do it your own way a little bit. But like, you know, that's where, you know, I mean, I still watch my horror movie. I'll watch a horror movie. I mean, you know, that's not, I guess, where I'm getting my inspiration at the end of the day. I'm watching more videos about other haunted houses and, you know,
Okay.
things like that, or sculptors or things like that. People that artists, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, gentlemen, thanks for being so generous with your time and coming on and talking to us a little bit more about what you do and what 13th Floor is, and the upcoming Love Bites event.
No problem. Thanks for having us on, Daniel. That was fun.
Yeah, and remind us. Yeah, remind us what the dates are for that.
Yeah, February 16th through the 18th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the weekend after Valentine's Day.
Nice.
Yeah,
and for everybody, sweet. And for everybody that's tuning in, make sure to go to 13th Floor hauntedhouse.com. You can get tickets there. It's scrolling down below. And support this amazing haunted house and all the cool things that you guys bring creatively and spookily to Colorado. I don't think spookily is a word, but screw it.
We'll take it. We like it. We like new words. We appreciate you, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks so much. Ryan, Joseph, stick around for a few minutes while we sign off. But again, thanks for being so generous with your time.
You got it. Take care.
Cool. Thanks. And to everybody that tuned in, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. We're off to a new season 6. And of course, with that, got to, thank our sponsors, to Mutiny Information Cafe. If you're going to start a revolution, make sure you're caffeinated. And of course, our friends at Hellfire Entertainment for rebroadcasting us on your social media, to Groovy TV, and of course to Alien Donut Films and Angela Joseph Productions, to Bill and Angela. Thanks so much for your support. And to my producers, Amanda Armstrong and Stefan Santa Cruz. Thanks so much, guys. To everybody that tuned in there, thanks again, guys. Got a comment, I think, from your buddy Robbie. Thanks for having these guys on the show. Yeah, thanks, Robbie, for chiming in. Have a good night, everybody. Be good, be kind, help each other out during tough times, and stay spooky. Till next time, have a good one.